Joining me now, I have Rob D'Amico, the former chief for the FBI's counter-drone unit and founder of Sierra One Consulting. Rob, it's always good to have you. My big question is, so did this temporary FAA ban not do a darn thing? I mean, now we're seeing hundreds a night again. What's going on?
I think it absolutely did what it was supposed to do. It means these drones, people flying drones are actually following the law. They put up a restriction, they stopped flying them. And then when the restriction went away, they started flying them again, which are allowed to. So, the outrage of all these drones, I think is a big, like, they're legal. People are allowed to fly them. It's like closing a highway. And then when you reopen it and cars go back on it, people are surprised there's cars back on it. Well, that's what the regulation's for. It shows that they followed the law, which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, it's just interesting because I talked to Ross Coulthart last hour, who said these drone sightings never stopped during the temporary flight ban. So are you hearing otherwise, that they did?
I think there's a combination of the ones that were flying them, that do it legally, stop flying them because they can get in trouble. People stopped looking out because they lost interest. The holidays came up and all these other things, and there was a ban on it, and there wasn't much media. I did always say that when people told people to go out and look, that they started looking up. And I still think a lot of them are misidentified as planes or low-flying satellites and other things in the sky that they're not used to seeing. And then outside, this company that was reporting all this outside activity, there's drones in the air. FAA lessened the restrictions of flying at night, and people do it.
Mm-hmm. You know, President Trump has said he would release a report within his first day back in office, getting to the bottom of what these drones are. We obviously haven't seen the report yet, but how much longer do you think the general public is going to have to wait to get some sort of report or answers on what's going on?
Well, the biggest thing they need is some type of counter-drone system to identify them and tell you what it is. The reports people calling in doesn't mean it's a drone. It means they think they see a drone. They have to have some systems up there, like D-Drone's been put up there, and there's a couple other counter-drone systems that can track a drone and tell you where it took off from, who was controlling it, what type of drone it was, video footage, radar footage. You need something like that to go back and cover this area. It's not covered normally except around airports and military bases. So I think even President Trump's finding it, there is not a lot of information of what these drones are until you start getting system coverage of these areas.
And we know that the government did send some counter-drone technology to New Jersey, to New York. Did that produce any sort of results that you know of?
From the people I have talked to, I haven't heard any of the results from those. I don't know what kind of systems are. There's different ones out there, different information. It's a new segment that's just coming to it, and it's like a lot of people push for technology they're not sure about. Some of them are just radars, which don't work that well. So it's really going to have to come into a whole system. And I think the more we get into like drones looking for like UPS and Amazon, that they're going to have to start putting money into the counter drone or the drone infrastructure of being able to track them and see where they're at, and then know who they are.
And you and I have talked about this before, but just remind me and viewers at home what camp you land in. Do you think that the government or even the president right now knows more than they're letting on?
I don't. I've talked to some people in this world, and there's nothing out there that they're saying like, oh, we're not figuring what this is out. We don't know. I'm not hearing any of that. And anytime I went to an event where we were doing counter drone stuff, people would always look up and see all kinds of things. And we're looking on systems designed to look at for drones, and there's nothing there. So I don't think it's anything nefarious. I don't think it's some conspiracy. I think, they're trying to get a handle on it, but they don't have the systems to really tell them.
Yeah. Before I let you go, what do you want to see happen next with this story?
I do want to start seeing the FAA do some more forward progress on drone or airspace situation awareness with drones. Mm-hmm. I think it's coming to that. I think they were short when they did the remote ID of having to put something on a drone to ID it. Make the drone manufacturers put the software and the technology in there so that people can understand what's in the sky.
Yeah, we'll also see if the FAA ever implements another temporary ban. Who knows? Rob D'Amico, thank you as always. Appreciate your time and expertise on this topic. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.